We are now in year 2 of the war on Ukraine. Over the weekend, rallies supported Ukraine were held across the country, even here in Huntsville. Our Nixon Norman joins us. Nixon, you actually talked to 2 Alabama men who chose to fight in Ukraine.
I did, Kenesha. Both Drueke and Andy Huynh, those 2 veterans who voluntarily decided to fight for Ukraine, were at yesterday's rally. I was able to link up with Drueke after the rally and hear more about his time overseas, where both he and Huynh became prisoners of war. Let's watch.
This is not just a fight for Ukraine. This is a fight for freedom. It's a fight for democracy. It's a fight for everything that is good and right in this world.
That was Drueke and Andy Huynh, 2 Alabama-based veterans who voluntarily decided to join Ukraine in the fight against Russia. During their time in Ukraine, the 2 became prisoners of war, tallying up over 100 days in captivity. The pair was brought back home in September of 2022.
We firmly believe that one of the things that brought us home was all the people that contacted their elected officials and kept our names alive. Now it's our duty to keep Ukraine's name alive.
That's exactly what he and Huynh had in mind when they set out on their journeys to Ukraine, that they would fight and help keep Ukraine's name alive in the wake of the Russian invasion.
When I saw the invasion happen, it took me a while to process it, but I think immediately in the back of my mind, I knew I needed to go. I needed to help. I'm a veteran of the Iraq War, and I knew I had training and experience and knowledge that could be of real help to the Ukrainian people. So I just wanted to do my part for their safety and to stop Putin.
As I mentioned earlier, the 2 were captured and became prisoners of war. Drueke had mentioned they were beaten, shocked almost to the point of electrocution, and extremely neglected when it came to food, clean drinking water, and conditions, and just so much more.
I really enjoyed my time with Ukrainians. I did not enjoy my time with the Russians, however. Andy and I were captured just north of Kharkiv on June 9th, and we were taken into Russia for a week where they tortured us and interrogated us.
Eventually, the 2 were set free. But the road to freedom was not an easy one.
We got included in a prisoner swap. There were 10 English speakers, including me and Andy, I think about 205 Ukrainians, and we were all swapped for 55 Russians and one of Putin's cronies, Medvedchuk. So I think they got the short end of that deal, and I'm kind of happy about it.
After the swap was made, it was time to make it back to the States safely. But again, even that trip was rough. Drueke says it may have been the worst.
They didn't tell us where we were going. We had our hands were taped with packing tape. They put plastic bags on our heads and then tightly wrapped our eyes with packing tape. They threw us in the back of a military truck, and then it took about 24 hours for us to go from the prison to the actual tarmac. And honestly, that was the worst part of all of it. That's the only time that several of us actually prayed for death. We asked for death.
Now, beyond yesterday's rally, local Ukrainian support groups are hosting craft and bake sales every weekend to raise funds and awareness regarding the war. For times, dates, and location of these events, visit fox54.com. Live in the studio, I'm Nixon Norman.